I'm gonna give you two things that I want you to do. If you do these two things, it will transform your life. I'm a motivational speaker when I'm not doing this, and the reason I do really well as a motivational speaker, because I know what I'm talking about. You know, you looking at somebody been at the bottom before. So I'm not like some rich dude whose mama and them had some money and gave me some money. Now I'm telling y'all how to get over. No, I'm gonna tell you how to get over because I've been under. I'm gonna tell you how to get up because I've been down. I'm gonna tell you how to finish because I got off to a bad start. Now I'm about to tell you two things. Now listen to me. What I'm about to tell you, this is for spiritual people only. If you're not a spiritual person, this ain't for you. If you don't believe in God, this ain't finna do nothing for you. But I ain't know you was coming, so I have no other version. This is only people who have a faith. You ain't got to be no like born again Christian or nothing like that. You got to know that God is God. If you understand that, I can help you from here. I'm gonna give you two things that can change your life. It's two scriptures that changed my entire life. It's very simple. The cool thing about what I'm finna tell you is anybody can do it. This is what I'm finna tell you. See, I'm not finna talk to you about no education because I ain't got one. I flunked out of school. I had a severe stuttering problem. I couldn't talk outside my house. I ain't do well in school ever. I ended up flunking out of school. I'm on my third marriage. I lost everything I've owned twice. I've been homeless and lived in the car for 3 years. I'm finna tell you what I know. This ain't no fancy rich boy answer, no theories, no. You ain't got to buy no program to do this. You ain't got to go sign up. I'm telling you right now, what I'm finna tell you, if you apply it right now, can change your existence. Because everybody I know want to be happy. Everybody I know want to be successful. If you don't want them two things, there's something wrong with you anyway. So now here, there is a scripture that I'm going to give you. It's a very small scripture. It's very short. I don't even know where it is in the Bible. Somebody probably know it if I say it, but I'm going to give it to you. This scripture changed my life. You have not because you ask not. Do you have any idea how major those words are for you? You have not because you ask not. It's such a simple scripture, but it's in your Bible. It ain't just in rich people's Bible. It's in the same copy you got. You have not because you ask not. This is the truest statement you'll hear me say today. Because it's true. Most people don't have the life of their dreams because you don't ask God for the life of your dreams. You've been trying to figure it out and handle it yourself. Well, how that's working out for you? You know how hard that is to do, man? Because I did it. I did it for 30-some years. I tried to figure it out myself. Man, the simple scripture says, you have not because you ask not. If you up your ask, he automatically ups his give. You his child. God created you. He made you. You ain't just here by no accident. You ain't here because of your mama and daddy. Where your mom and daddy come from? Somebody started this whole thing. God created you. He gave you these little simple things you can do. You have not because you ask. Second reason people don't have what they want, and be clear, they don't have it written down. This is a very, very important piece to success. It's the principle of success. Every wealthy person knows this. I don't know nobody wealthy don't have a vision board. I don't know nobody wealthy don't have their stuff written on a piece of paper. I don't know nobody. I know a lot of people doing good. We have discussed it at great lengths. They've showed me some of their vision boards that, well, I had to go back and change mine. I went, whoa. But you got to have a vision board that's got to be written down. You know why? Because that's a scripture too. Habakkuk 2:2. Go, I know where this one at. Habakkuk 2:2. Go home and read that one. It says, write the vision and make it plain. so that he who reads it will run to it. And even though it tarry, that means take a long time, wait for it, for surely it will come at an appointed time. Man, I'm telling you real now. What I'm telling you works. This ain't no magic trick. If you up your ass and you write everything you want from God on a piece of paper, now here's the exercise I want you to do. This gonna trick.
What up, what up, what up, what up, family? Hopefully y'all are doing amazing this morning. Let me come on to the front of the screen real quick. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in on Coffee and Crypto on all platforms. We're live on Zoom, YouTube, Instagram. Today I wasn't able to make it over to the studio, so I tried to make this as clean and as crisp of an experience as all of you all. You already know it's the year 2024. I had to put on my Outer Space Passport gear. Make sure y'all screenshot this and tag Outer Space Passport at Outer Space Passport. Let them know that we are supporting the brand here on Coffee and Crypto, because this year is Billionaire Energy. If you're a crypto nerd, if you follow Outer Space Passport, screenshot this moment real quick. Go over to Instagram, tag him, tag me, tag this show, and let's get this thing rolling. It's 2024. We had a couple people on Instagram worried about getting started. Let me see what's going on. Like worried about getting started, and can you go ahead and get the show started, et cetera, et cetera. And listen, man, it's all in God's timing. You know what I mean? It's all in God's timing. I don't rush the show. You know what I mean? Like we're already wealthy here. You know what I mean? Like if you're worried, and this is a message for you and anybody else that got something to say today, because I got the time. Understand that if you're worried about some the money, if you're worried about the money, you're a rookie. You know what I mean? That's a rookie. Listen, that's a rookie mistake. That's a rookie mistake. We already passed that. We're not making rookie mistakes no more. You know what I mean? Like we're focused. We're focused. Follow one course until successful. You know what I mean? It's God first. God first, then money. You know what I mean? It's God, then the money. But you can't have the money if God ain't present in your life. You know what I mean? You can't have the money if you ain't right. You know what I mean? Because guess what? You're gonna get this money and you're gonna blow it. So I would recommend that you sit back and listen to principles. Listen to the principles. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this is what matters. You know what I mean? Success is 95% spiritual, and it's only 5% to 1% the physical. So just listen. So just click it. So just clicking a button, and this is a life lesson for everybody. Just clicking a button. Any idiot can go on an exchange and click a button, but is your emotions together to hold what it is that you got in these times? This is why we got Coffee and Crypto, right? This is why we even started this, right? We started this because we want to make sure that you understand the value of what you hold, right? And the most valuable thing that you hold is your spiritual value. The most valuable thing that you hold is your spiritual value. Guys, if you're live on Instagram right now, click that little paper plane sign and invite some people in. Tell some people that we're here. If you're here live on Zoom, send this over to the Crypto Nerds Telegram. Shout out to the nerds. Had an amazing show last night. Noit went crazy on the charts. All right. Make sure you guys go follow the Crypto Nerds. That's crypto with a K, nerds with a Z, on all platforms, specifically on YouTube, so y'all can get this sauce on trading. Secondly, okay, if you're live on YouTube, I want to say good morning to you as well. Thank you so much. Hopefully you got your beverage of choice this morning. I want to make sure that we're working on the immune system. So we got some ginger, some lemon, stuff like that, trying to keep it right. 2024 is really the year. I told you guys 2023 was the year that we set our foundation. Okay. Hear me out real quick. 2023 was the year that we set the foundation for billionaire energy. We created the foundational roots of billionaire energy in 2023, right? We worked on spirit. We worked on mindset. We worked on our money set. We worked on our foundation set. We worked on our infrastructural set. We worked on everything. If you are in the community, if you are in our community, I know for a fact that you are working on those things. And so now 2024, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I know. The reason why I know what I'm talking about is because I've always heard it from some of the most wealthiest people. They say, follow what they do, not what they say. Right now, they're telling you Bitcoin ETF. They're telling you this, they're telling you that. There's a lot of information going on right now with these Bitcoin ETFs. And so that's what they're saying, but they've been doing. See, it goes like this. There's three ways that life operates: be, do, have. I learned this from Myron Golden. Be, do, have, right? You have to be first. Who are you? Who are you going to be in this life? You have to have those goals, those desires of the person, the person that you want to be. Who are you? What will you be? Once you be, right, then you can do, right? You can't be and then have. You got to do something because the be part is your faith. That's your spirit. Who are you? Be, do, because faith without action, there's no result. So be, do everything that you can. Make the investments. You know what I mean? Put yourself in a position. Invest into real estate. Invest into your education. Invest into group economics. Invest into these things because we're only stronger together. So after you do all of the action steps, then you can have anything that you want. You can have all things that you desire. You can have all things. You can have everything. Good morning to everybody. This is the 165th episode of Coffee and Crypto. I really do appreciate everybody for taking the time. If you guys can do me a favor, go over to the chats, blast this out real quick. Let some more people know that we are live, direct, and in full effect. And we finna get to that check today because it's a money day. You guys see I got on the Chanel, I got on the Lisa Louis because that represents the billionaire energy flow. You know what I mean? Like we're moving into a brand new state, a brand new level of consciousness. See, the reason why I wanted to talk about be, do, have is because you got to understand that the governments and the elites, they've already been doing it. They becoming what they're going to become in this new market. They've been doing it silently. And the whole time they're telling you that they're not investing in the crypto. They're telling you that crypto is a bad thing. Let's blast this link out. I need all of my I call y'all the baristas. My people on Zoom, y'all are my baristas. You know what I mean? I need the baristas to go mix it up one time. I need y'all to go brew it for me real quick because today I'm going crazy. I don't got nothing. I got everything. I got nothing to lose and everything to gain from this moment forward. Welcome to the show. Now, with that being said, the elites, they've been planning this implementation of a global reset, which is called the reset, right? The grand reset, the great reset. They have been working on that. Okay. Understand 2023 was a big year for the elites to foundationally, infrastructurally. That's why I told you guys, we got to focus on the infrastructure. It's not just about buying and holding crypto these days. Those days, we've been doing that since 2018. We've been buying and holding, right? We've been doing that, okay? But now it's time for us to run the infrastructure play. It's time for us to make sure that our lives are set up and we are truly decentralized. Extremely important. If you're live on Instagram right now, share it out, share this out, hit that little paper plane icon right there. And if you guys are live on Zoom, do me a favor, go over to Instagram while you're on Zoom and go to my live. If you want to just help the show out a little bit more, right? Go over to my Instagram, go to the live, and then send it to a couple of your friends and family that you've been trying. Like hit the little paper plane and send this over to them so they can get on the show. I promise you. Today's episode, Chef's Kiss. Chef's Kiss. That's actually what I'm gonna change the title. This is today's episode is called the Chef's Kiss episode. If you didn't believe me, if you didn't hear me before, if you did not believe me, if you did not hear me before, good morning, Mr. Branch. Michael Branch just tuned in. Grateful to have you here, big bro. All right. So with that being said, hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully your family is doing well as well. I think this was a tough holiday for everybody. You know what I mean? I could definitely say that. I know a lot of people who went through some pretty tragic things this year in their life and last year in their life, right? And I believe that 2024 is the beginning of the breakout of our bamboo year. It's bamboo season. It's bamboo season in crypto right now. It's time for another bullish 2024, 2025. We are in the beginning of the bamboo. We are in the beginning of the breakout of the ground. If you guys have never heard of the story of the Chinese bamboo tree, it takes 5 years for it to grow over 90 feet tall. But understand that in that 5 years, you had to water it every day. You had to maintain it every single day. If you did not water it, if you did not take care of the seed that you sowed in 2023, in 2022, 2021. See, I've been sowing since 2018. This is why I know that this is my bamboo season. It takes 5 to 6 years for a bamboo to break out of the ground. And when it breaks out of the ground, like this right here, when it breaks out of the ground and it first uproot and it breaks out of the root, understand what it does. It grows 90 feet tall, okay? It grows 90 feet tall in 6 weeks. So does your wealth in this space amount to 6 weeks or 6 years? Are you growing a bamboo tree, a huge, tall bamboo tree of wealth to the stratosphere, to the moon and beyond? Or are you focused on a 6-week plan? And if that's you, I got a 6-week boot camp for you, right? That we did. You can go to the link in my bio right now. You can grab the 6-week boot camp, okay? And that'll help you over a 6-week period to get into this market. See what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's dive into what it is that everybody is here for today. I just wanted to talk a little cloth talk. Drop some coffee if y'all don't mind. I gotta take a sip. I gotta take a sip of my tea. Light me up real quick. If you're live on all platforms, you know what I mean? It's important to participate. The most important thing that you can do in these times for yourself is to participate. Okay? So with that being said, let's dive into today's bullish content. So the very first thing I got to do is we got to say happy birthday to Bitcoin, right? Happy birthday to Bitcoin.
15 years ago, a revolution was born, not in the streets, but in the digital world. A defiant spark, a whisper of change in the aftermath of the financial crisis. They called it Bitcoin, and the very first block was created 15 years ago today. Bitcoin embodies empowerment in the digital age. Its fixed and predictable supply makes it a potentially robust store of value, free from the control of any individual or government. The white paper displayed above me laid the foundation for this novel technology, offering a solution for people anywhere in the world to securely send and receive digital money using the internet. Like any 15-year-old, Bitcoin is still a teenager. People are still trying to understand its place in the world. But one thing is certain. We are committed to helping you understand and explore the transformative potential of Bitcoin. Happy birthday, Bitcoin.
So if you don't know who that is, that's Mike Novogratz, okay? Do you understand that Bitcoin is 15 years old as of yesterday, January 3rd, as of yesterday, 15 years in the game, all right? I want to talk to y'all today about Bitcoin and the reason why, me personally, and again, this is not financial advice. So if you own it, if you don't own it, that's up to you, okay? But what I'm telling you is there's a reason why I don't tell people I don't believe. They think that I don't believe in Bitcoin. I believe in Bitcoin if I had a listing back when I was at Tuskegee University, when my friend came to me and told me about Bitcoin in 2011. That's when I should have believed, right? That's when I should have took action, right? And that action would have put me in a whole different just like space. And you already know, all of us. So majority of people, majority of you all that tune into the show, okay, we missed that Bitcoin rally. I'm talking about major Bitcoin rally, like how we could have stocked up on it, right? Back in 2011, okay? Playing the Bitcoin long game today, first off, you don't have to own a full Bitcoin. We have to demystify that and understand that you can break it down into what's called Satoshis. So you can buy fractions of a Bitcoin. So you don't have to have the full 40 something thousand, whatever it's at today, 40, whatever it's at, okay? You don't have to have the whole Bitcoin, okay? However, understand this. You can start investing in the Satoshis. Now, in my mindset, and this is just how I see it, if I start buying Satoshis of a Bitcoin, and let's say I go and Bitcoin, let's say it's $50,000. And let's say I go and buy, let's say I got $25,000 and I put 25 grand into Bitcoin. I don't even get a full Bitcoin. I get half of the Bitcoin. Now that's okay because it's a store of value. You got to have a place that you can store it. Gold is a store of value, right? It's a store of value. Gold historically goes up. It historically will go up. Everything, if you hold it long enough, will go up over time. So this is a patience game, right? This is a game that requires extreme patience. Understand that 15 years in the making of Bitcoin, and people are still trying to figure out how this thing really works. That should tell you something. XRP hasn't been around that long. Hedera hasn't been around that long. Quant hasn't been. So let's give those technologies to a 15-year span because they're just made a little differently. Bitcoin is a scarce asset, right? And it was created scarce, right? For a reason, right? Now understand the XRP has a different use case. It's not the same. Bitcoin and XRP are completely different use cases. So you cannot compare the two. It's like trying to compare Kobe to LeBron. There's no comparison. It's like trying to compare Jordan to LeBron. A lot of analysts try to do that. They try to do it all the time, but you can't compare the two. They're great within their own greatness. So I'm going to let you hear it because I've tried to tell you all why I personally do not promote Bitcoin. And it's for a reason. And the billionaire man, he'll tell you too.
If you knew who was really behind Bitcoin, you would run as fast as you fucking could to sell it. I know. 100%. If you knew who owned Bitcoin or who started Bitcoin, you had Bitcoin, you couldn't sleep at night. I know. 100%. And when the real founder of Bitcoin comes out, it is my humble opinion, and there's nothing humble about me, Bitcoin will go to fucking zero.
One day.
And a microsecond.
Hey, you can listen or you can learn. Either way. So Ray Dalio posted this, and it was a principle of the day, and I like this principle, so I wanted to share it with you all. Decide what you really want in life by reconciling your goals and your desires. It's 2024. We need to reconcile our goals and our desires. We need to really truly learn how to set goals. What is a SMART goal, right? How do you set a goal? How do you define your desire? How do you build your desire? How do you make your desire a burning desire? Fire and desire. How do you get your desire on fire? Huh? Well, you can't do it alone. You have to do it with other people who have maybe a stronger desire than you. If you want to be in crypto, if you want to really take advantage of this bull run, it's important for you to position yourself around a group of individuals, whether that's coffee and crypto, whether that is crypto nerds, whether that is whether that is the conglomerate, whether that is Bearable Bull, whether that is Coach JV. I don't know who you relate to, but whoever you relate to, make sure that there's somebody worth listening to, somebody that is really, I would say, obsessed. So you can either be, Grant Cardone said, you can be obsessed or you can be average, right? It takes a level of obsession to show up every Tuesday and Thursday for the last 2 years going into February or March. It takes a level of obsession to do something like that, to not even really have a cult, like to do majority of episodes with no other host, to do it alone to do it, not knowing what I'm doing, to build this thing out, it takes a level of obsession. That's what you want to make sure you associate with. So whatever community, you guys, 2024, it's about unity. It's about community. It's about the inner circle. It's about finding a vision that's so big that you can fit in that vision and be a part of it. You got to find a big vision. Coffee and Crypto, we have a big vision. We have a big vision. We're going to create 1 million financially free people. I don't know. That does not mean $1 million. Financial freedom is different for everybody. But I'm going to have 1 million people around the world that will be financially free. We're going to create 1,000 millionaires by the year 2030. We're going to create 1,000 inside of the Discord group, inside of our community. You want to be a part of that 1,000? You want to click the link in the bio and join that community. Now, here's something that they didn't tell us growing up.
Our parents generally don't teach us anything about money. Mom and dad will talk to us about everything else: sex, drugs, alcohol, religion, politics, but they won't talk to us about money. We go to school, K through 12, not a single class on money. Most kids graduate college without ever having taken a personal finance class. When we get to the workplace, our employers tell us nothing other than shoving a bunch of papers at us saying, sign here for the 401k. We have no idea what that is. I remember the first time I got a paycheck. Who is FICA? What are they doing with my money? So we are financially illiterate as a society, and then we're therefore intimidated. And so most people fear the subject of money, and they don't want to talk about it. And as a result, they don't engage in it until they hit their 50s, at which point they say, I wish I'd started 20 years ago. Our parents generally don't teach us anything about money. Mom and dad will talk to us about everything else: sex, drugs, alcohol, religion, politics, but they won't talk to us about money. We go to school, K through 12, not a single class on money. Most kids graduate.
So, my bad, that started over. But basically, y'all, they haven't taught us this before. So you got to understand that however old you are and however many years you got started with this, you're really recreating your entire self. You're creating your whole, you're changing your wealth. It's called the wealth blueprint. Your wealth blueprint. Where are you? Where is your wealth blueprint? Right? There's a blueprint that you have to have in order to create, to magnify wealth. What is that blueprint like for you? Okay? You got to shift that blueprint. The younger you are, right? The younger you are, the easier it is. The older you are, the harder it can be, because you have more years of the things that last paradigm that you're looking to shift now. You have so many years of that. Okay, so it takes time. This is not an overnight thing. This is a lifetime. If you're still living, I don't care if you're 70, 80, or 90. If you're still living right now, if you are still alive today, understand that you have a duty to take it out to the rest of the lifetime. That means that because your lifetime, if you look back on your lifetime, you've been so many different things. You've done so many different things. So why would you cancel yourself out at an older age from doing something new? No, you got this just like everybody else. Now let's dive into coin market cap and let's talk about this. See, Bitcoin, we're at 43,000 right now. Ethereum, we're sitting at 2,200, right? Solana, we're right back at 100. So Solana had a big drop. There has been a big drop, a big shift in the crypto markets over the last 24 to 48 hours, right? And I believe that it was just a healthy pullback, right? If we take a look at it, right? Over the last 7 days, Bitcoin was at 45,000. And then we saw, literally after Jim Cramer made that announcement about Bitcoin being bullish, we saw it drop all the way down, right? Into around 40, what was this? 4190. Okay. So we saw Bitcoin drop all the way down there. Now, as a trader, that's good for you, right? That's a healthy pullback as a trader because that's our entry, right? And look, Bitcoin now is going up. So if you'd have took that position, yeah, you'd be up money, but then you have to know how to trade. So people understand that majority of people, I say that to say, majority of people, when it comes to this crypto space, majority of people, when it comes to investing, majority of you are going to be buy and hold investors. Majority of people are going to just buy and hold, right? You're not gonna get into trading. Trading is a skill set. That is something that takes time to learn, and it takes a long time. It's not something that's quick. I don't know anybody that learned trading quick and that's doing something. I mean, it's 10 plus years these people have been doing this stuff, and now they're living the life of their dreams. So if you're willing to give yourself that type of time, then trading can be for you, right? It ain't quick. But I'll tell you what is quick for the people that don't have the time to trade. Just buy and hold. Develop a level of patience. That's why I play personal development before every episode. That's why every time when we start, you can guarantee you can click on here and there'll be some level of personal development because that comes first. Before we talk about wealth, our mindset got to be right. You could have been in an argument before this. You could have gotten a car accident before this. Somebody in your family could have got sick before this. Your kids could have gotten in trouble at school and right when they got 10:28, as soon as they got there, as soon as you dropped them off, and you got to turn back around, pick them up. You need personal development in the morning. Everybody does. We all need a level of personal development. Okay? So now let's continue to dive forward into today's bullish content. Okay. Tim Burchett requests all Democrats return stolen money received and donated to the party by FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried. Coming to you live from Fox Business.
From his collapsed empire, most of this money went to Democrats. To be clear here, prosecutors submitted a letter in Manhattan federal court Friday that said that much of the evidence that would be offered in a second trial was already offered in the first, and it can be considered by the court at the defendant's March 2024 sentencing. But you were critical of this decision, Congressman, and you wrote on X that politicians should have to return the stolen money because, again, stolen money that was not Sam Bankman-Fried's money to give away. And then you say we won't know how much politicians he bribed or whose campaign he has influenced, and that sigh of relief you're hearing is from the deep state. Can you comment further on this, on your comment, sir?
Yes, ma'am. That was on my X account at Tim Burchett, actually, because what had happened was when the court stepped in and said there's not going to be any more further investigation, they were closing in on campaign accounts that were created through Sam Bankman-Fried's billions of dollars that he stole and that he will not be held accountable for. And those politicians who took that money will not be held accountable either. And it's both parties. We had Republicans apparently in our former leadership that what I was told, used some of that money to go after conservative Republicans and to, and live a lavish lifestyle. And so I think that the public has a right to know when they went after conservative Republicans in primaries to elect moderates. And they were not very successful, obviously, but, we came into this year saying we're going to have about a 40-person lead. And now we're at about a 3-person lead. And so I think there are a lot of questions need to be asked and answered, and they won't be because our federal courts are obviously colluding with these politicians or they're compromised themselves with some of this money. There's no other reason for them not to go after this guy for these accounts. And it's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. The vast majority of this money went to liberal Democrats, obviously, but it did go to some Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So Sam Bankman-Fried, these Democrat and Republican candidates, it's just these politicians, it's just getting out of hand. You know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, I just wanted to show that just to keep you guys updated on the court case, what's going on with Sam Bankman-Fried, because a lot of people did have their money in the background. Did have their money on this particular platform. Okay. Now, This next video that I wanted to play is just a quick video that the digital asset investor posted. I thought it was pretty interesting. He said, this is what the adults in the room are focused on while they distract you Gary will approve a Bitcoin ETF. So that's why I was, I posted, for our Instagram video today, I entitled today's episode, is the Bitcoin ETF another distraction? Is XRP in position for number one again? And the reason why I felt that way is because Gary Gensler could have been made up his mind, but they have set dates. They can make decisions before those dates, but they're going to prolong it all the way through. It's like, you got to understand that this is like a game of football, right? Think about it. If you're up by a touchdown, right? If you're up by a touchdown at the end of at maybe about 5 to 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, right? Are you going to be rushing to get down the field, right? Or are you going to prolong that clock? Well, you know what? Let's shorten that. 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes left on the clock. Are you going to be like, and you got the ball, are you going to be calling your timeouts, right? Or are you going to take it all the way to the wire? They're going to take it all the way to the wire, family. Right? They're going to take it all the way to the wire. So I'm not surprised, and neither should you be. I'm not surprised that they're taking this thing all the way to the wire. You got to see how it is. Life is like sports. All this stuff is like sports. It's like chess. It is all strategy. So what is your strategy? Do you got your strategy together as an investor? That's what we build here in Coffee and Crypto. We're building our strategy. Now, well, actually, I was supposed to show that video, but I skipped past it now. So we're going to keep going. Make sure you go over to the Digital Asset Investor on Twitter and check out that video on his page. You can find it there. Okay. Now, this next one's from Crypto Airy. They talk about the candy store syndrome. This is from RuPaul and Scott Melker, the wolf of all streets. Listen to this quick excerpt.
I think people underestimate just how degenerate these TradFi guys are. And once they come in through the Bitcoin ETF, and once they get a taste for this market, wait until they find out about meme coins and altcoins and NFTs. And that real liquidity comes in there. So I think that we get the inevitable trickle down of even institutional traders. I'm not saying that pension funds are buying punks, but I think that there's going to be just an unexpected boom in capital, and that's going to flow through that same cycle that we talked about before.
Everybody's been through that cycle. You have, I have, everybody. Is you come in on Bitcoin, and then you walk into the candy store, and it's like, holy shit, this is the best thing I've ever seen. And before you know it, you're doing ridiculous things you should never be doing and having a lot of fun doing it, even knowing that it's crazy.
Right. So don't have the shiny object syndrome is what I would tell you, right? What do I do, right? You all come here, you want to know what I do? How do I invest? What do I focus on? Well, first off, and if you're on Instagram, I can see you can't see this whole screen. So this is just coin market cap, and I'm showing the different coins, the top 100. My focus, if I'm investing right now, I'm talking about investing maybe a bigger portion, right, of my budget. I'm investing into projects that I believe in, that I've done research on, right, that are at least in the top 100 tokens. Below top 100, I still have investments in, right? But I understand that those are higher risk, right? I would recommend, if you're brand new to crypto, try to stick within the top 10. Try to stick within the top 10. And I'm not saying that that's my strategy, because I have bigger holdings that are not in the top 10. But if your faith and your belief, okay, is in the statistics and the numbers, I tell you to stick in the top 10 to top 20. Because the thing is, do you want the number 1, 2, or 3 pick, right? Or do you want, like when it comes to the NBA draft, right? Do you want the top 10 to choose from when you're drafting? Or do you want, number 60? You know, do you want number 52? You know, the 52nd pick? No, 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 no. You want to get the best that you can get. So again, that could be a strategy that you follow. Okay. I'm not saying that it's a strategy that I do, right? Necessarily, because I'm a higher risk investor. But for you low risk investors, stick in the top 10, right? You'll make money there. You will, but you have to have a little more money to play. So you got to pay to play. You want to play, you want to make it big in the top 10, then you better come with some cash. But if you got a different type of budget, like some of the people I know and some of the people that I'm working with, then I have to also understand that putting my pennies into Bitcoin, putting my pennies into Ethereum every day, Solana every day, I'm not going to be able to accumulate the way that I can accumulate something like an XRP, which is in top 10. Okay. Now, let's keep pushing forward. So a lot of information, right? I'm not going to play all these videos, but a lot of information. You got the crypto rally and they're talking about Bitcoin ETFs on CNBC. You also got it on Squawk Box, right? Coinbase. Coinbase is on there interviewing on Squawk Box. Listen to what they had to say.
So this Bitcoin ETF, spot ETF for the US markets, really as foundational and as big a deal as people are making it out to be. It's a structural market change for this asset class that's coming into its being. The noise and chatter around sort of this approval is certainly intensifying, and we'll see how things play out. But the way we see it is that there's going to be secular demand and funds flows that are going to be coming into this asset class and this asset in particular. And then when you couple that with the halving that's coming up.
And you know what's so good about this is that, like, on the news, you always will see Bitcoin, Ether, BNB, and then look at that XRP, because XRP, right? They're not going to show USDT or USDC. Those are stable coins. There's no purpose of showing those. They're stable coins, right? So the cryptocurrencies, they could have put Solana, but they put XRP USD up there. Okay. Just pay attention to the signs.
Which will reduce the block subsidy that's on the supply side by half. Those two factors will, I think, combine together to be pretty explosive. I think one thing that's
okay. So with all of this Bitcoin ETF jive that's going on, Fidelity just filed their registration of securities with the SEC for its spot Bitcoin ETF, $4.5 trillion asset manager, Fidelity. So $4.5 trillion. BlackRock, right? I don't even know how many trillions. I forget, but they got a lot too. They're the biggest. So you got BlackRock, Vanguard, Fidelity, ARK Investments. You have all of these companies, these asset managers, with each one having trillions of dollars. Okay. Now, does anybody know off the top of their head, Mr. Branch or anybody, how many, can y'all drop it in the chat and just let me know how much wealth and assets does BlackRock hold? Does anybody have that? I just want to let people know that are listening in real quick. Let's see here. BlackRock, 10 trillion. So you got 10 trillion from BlackRock, 8 trillion from Vanguard. That's already $18 trillion. Then 4.5 trillion from Fidelity. We're over 20 trillion. Do y'all need to understand something? If you look at the top of coin market cap right now, the crypto market cap is 1.68 trillion. 1.68 trillion, and majority of that is not institutional money. A lot of it is, but a good amount of it is just worldwide money from just everyday investors. Okay. Then you got Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust. It is absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Mr. Branch literally says right now in the Zoom chat, says between the two of them, Vanguard and BlackRock, they own 60% of global wealth. 60%. And they're shooting for 99% between them. 99%. Okay. So 2025 is the year. 2024 is, we will see a lot. 2024, we will see a lot. A lot is going to happen in 2024. That's why it's important for you to plug in, to make sure that you're plugged into the show. As many episodes as you can get this year, I promise. This is the year right here, y'all. We cannot play with 2024 because right here, they're telling us ISO 20022 migration ends on 2025. So understand that the period where both formats will be accepted and supported on the SWIFT network until 2025, when ISO 20022 will become the sole globally recognized standard. ISO 20022. Don't have time to explain that in full right now. Go and look it up on the internet for yourself. SWIFT plans to begin their migration in March of 2023, okay, to allow their migration efforts and development to coincide with other strategic initiatives. The end date to enable full ISO 2022 for cross-border payments is still November of 2025. So there's still time for us to really get it together. There's still a little time, but a year is not that much time. A year to 2 years is not that much time. You got to act fast. You can't wait until the end of the game to decide that you want to come back and win. Right? And if you don't hear me, ISO 20022 is a standard not for us, right? We're going to use it by default, right? We're going to use it by default, but this is a standard that's for the central banks and the big banks. Listen up.
For Citi token services for cash and for trade. So now what we can do is we can move tokenized deposits around Citi's corridors. Right now it's just US and Singapore with aspirations of adding another 3 to 5 in the next near term. Well, it's great that we have this internal token, but our clients don't want a Citi token or another bank token. What they want is cross-bank, cross-border liquidity. So it's key that now that we have the infrastructure of the platform built internally, we work with like Regulated Liability Network and other participants on how do we solve these difficult issues as an industry? And there's still a lot of questions out there, but this FMI that RLN aspires to be is extremely positive because it's for Citi token services for cash and for trade.
All right. So what does that mean, right? Well, first off, Citibank is one of the world's largest liquidity providers in the world. And they're one of the largest banks in the world. And I agree with what High Vibe Assets said right here. They don't give a damn about your meme coin. They don't care about your meme coin. Citi is not coming in here to invest into a meme coin. So why would you? Why are you investing into something that the most wealthiest people are not investing into? What type of tard do you gotta be? They want cross-border liquidity, on-demand liquidity. They are looking to work with distributed ledger technology providers to be able to distribute this wealth fast, cheaply, and at a scale that they've never been able to do it in. This is it. And if you don't believe me, let's go to Citi's website. I told you every single asset manager, bank, central bank, they all have this sector of their business now, right? And the sector is called digital assets. Citi on their website has something called Citi Digital Assets. They say Citi continues to develop digital asset solutions in line with its goals, governance, and risk appetite. Using a unified set of shared technology capabilities and a common strategic approach, these innovative solutions enhance Citi's products and services, including digital money, trade, securities, custody, asset servicing, and collateral mobility. And if I'm not mistaken, Citibank is the bank that wanted to acquire Medico before Ripple acquired them. Am I right about that, Mr. Branch? Am I right? I believe I'm right about that. Citibank is the bank that was in line to purchase Medico because they want to run custody. Well, guess what? Guess what? Ripple bought it before them. Yes, I think we covered that before here. So yeah. So check this out. Check this out, right? Citi's integrated digital asset technology platform seeks to enable clients to leverage distributed ledger technology. It's right here. It's right here. I can't make this stuff up. I don't even create this website. I don't even create this. Look at this. Look, oh my goodness. I didn't even see this article right here, y'all. This one right here is crazy. This is crazy. I didn't even see this one, y'all. This one came out November 15th. Citi develops a blockchain FX solution under the monetary authority of Singapore's Project Guardian. And we know that Ripple has become the first company to get a license for cross-border payments with the Monetary Authority of Singapore. Stop playing. Stop playing. This is what we do here on Coffee and Crypto. Drop some coffee in the chat box just for that. You know what I mean? If you're on YouTube, Instagram, drop some coffee. If you hold XRP, drop some coffee because that's hot. That's hot. They're literally letting us know right here, right now, that Citibank ain't playing. Citibank is in the bank. Citibank is in the bank. They're in the bank. Citi launches a token service for institutional clients. The service uses blockchain tech for cross-border payments 24/7. Huh? Okay. Let's keep going. Another article. Citi develops new digital asset capabilities for institutional clients. Citi Treasury and Trade Solutions. Citi's Treasury and Trade Solutions. Ripple has a treasury component, doesn't it? It also has a trade component. Oh, okay. So are they white labeling Ripple's product? Oh, okay. Stop playing with me. And if that didn't make sense for you, let's talk about the dates. The Ripple versus SEC lawsuit is hoping to conclude in 2024. But what are the key dates to mark on your calendar? February 12th this year, Remedies briefing begins. To all my lovers out there, to all my crypto lovers out there, happy Valentine's Day. Because the remedies briefing is going to begin right there. March 13th, the SEC files their remedies brief. April 12th, Ripple submits their opposition. April 29th, the SEC will have to reply. If any, it says plaintiff shall file its reply. If any, so ordered on November 13th by Annalisa Torres, the judge that's over this. Family, buckle your doggone seatbelts because we're about to go for a ride. The ride will start after April. The ride will start after April. You heard it here first. Now, the last thing I want to talk about before we get up out of here, okay, is one of my favorite digital assets out there right now. And y'all know I'm bullish, super bullish on Hedera Hashgraph. I'm absolutely bullish on this. And I believe that if you're looking for a good technology to invest into, look into Hedera Hashgraph. That is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to put 1 penny in it, but it's only 8 pennies today. Huh. Let that marinate on your spirit like neck bone juice. You know what I mean? Now, utilizing the Hedera token service in which strategic investment from the Hashgraph equity shares of Wise Art, a leader in digital art, will be tokenized under the Swiss regulatory framework and are slated to be listed on a regulated digital securities exchange. Boom. Hashgraph is jumping into this world, right? Watch this right here. The Hashgraph Association invests in Wise Art, propelling digital art and cryptocurrencies forward. What does this mean? Well, first off, who is WiseKey? Because I was trying to figure this out. I was like, who is WiseKey? I never heard of them before, right? But then I clicked on it. I was like, man, this is crazy. Just their border, their background is crazy, right? Well, look, world leader in information security and digital identity management, global growth company partner of the World Economic Forum. So I went up and I had to go to the World Economic Forum's website and look at that right there. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. They talk about them. They are a leading cybersecurity company currently deploying large-scale Internet of Things digital identity ecosystems. It is a pioneer in the fourth industrial revolution movement launched at the 2016 World Economic Forum annual meeting in Davos. This company, WiseKey, is partnered with the World Economic Forum. And it only made sense that also Hedera Hashgraph is also partnered with the World Economic Forum. So don't be surprised if WiseKey comes in and they become the next governing council member. We still figuring out these 9 governor council members. Okay. Okay. We're still figuring this out. Right. And if you don't know how big Hedera really is, check this out. Hedera to host a 5 days of events at Davos 2023 with Politico, Will I Am, Starling Labs, IBM, and more. So Hedera is super plugged in to the World Economic Forum, right? So what I'm doing is I'm not pro World Economic Forum. I'm definitely not. VO is definitely not pro World Economic Forum. I'm not. But I'll tell you what I am pro. I'm pro playing it smart. I'm pro using my mind. I'm pro putting on my thinking cap, right? My thinking cap and really thinking my way through this industry. Because I'm telling you, if you follow me, you listen to what I'm telling you, I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't make this stuff up. I want everybody to become wealthy. I have a solid goal of creating 1,000 millionaires. And if you want to be a part of that goal, I recommend you click the link in my bio right now. It's available on all social media right at the top in my link tree. It says join the Discord now. Click that, pay your $100. We got like 40 slots left, I believe. Like, I don't even know how many we got, but we got less than 100. All right. There's been plenty of people that's been flying into the Discord, taking advantage of a $100 lifetime membership. Y'all see how serious I am. $100 for a lifetime. I'm not playing. $100 for a lifetime, right? Because when 1,000 people come in, I'm telling you, we're gonna have to have a boat big enough for 1,000 people. We're gonna have to have a boat. If you're willing to pitch in on the boat, like, because we about to get wealthy. So if you're down to just put a little bit in to the boat, just drop some boat emojis in the chat box and let me know. I want to see who's rocking with me. Who's getting on the arc? Are you getting on the arc? Coffee and Crypto, this network Discord group is now live, and I'm taking new people. I'm taking new people on the boat. If you're getting on the boat, drop the boat emoji. Shout out to my brother Blake over on IG. He just joined the Discord last night. Shout out to my bro. Right? We on the boat. We on the boat. My boy Ram came with the he came with the Carnival cruise ship. That's what we need. XRP cruises. You know what I mean? XRP cruises. XRP cruises. How does that sound? I want to hear from Billy. Hey, VO cruises. Ooh. I want to hear from Billy. That's who I want to hear from. I know Billy got something to say, man. I got to hear from Billy today, man. Y'all give me 2 seconds though. This is our Q&A time. Now, this is the last time that we're doing. So if you're live on YouTube, Instagram, enjoy this now. This is the last time we're doing the Q&A. This is the last time we're doing the Q&A here live. This is the very last time we will be doing our Q&A live. Well, Vincent, what do you mean? What you talking about, my man? Well, we're changing some things up for 2024, okay? The Discord group is about to get very, very serious, okay? Number one, we have a brand new calendar, and I got some announcements, so you guys stick around so you can hear this good stuff, right? We got a new calendar, right? We got a brand new calendar that is about to be available, okay? And I'm about to pull up the calendar for you on my Canva. That way you all can see it, because I know a lot of us are visual people as well, right? So I want you all to be able to follow this calendar with me so y'all can see exactly what we have in store for you going into 2024, all right? I am committed this year. I can't say I'm gonna be perfect. I'm not gonna be perfect, but the one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be committed, because I know what the payout is gonna be at the end of this year of commitment for us. Now, our weekly schedule as of now, until we have more shows that come onto Coffee and Crypto Network, because I plan that that's going to happen, right? So our weekly schedule goes like this. We have our Monday Sip and Learns, right? Our Sip and Learns on Mondays. Okay, so that's going to be a time where it's going to be multiple different topics. I mean, we may cover tokenomics, we may cover airdrops, we may cover but it's going to be a time where you can come, you know, it's going to be 6 p.m. You can get yourself your bedtime tea or, you know, your beverage of choice. You know, it's going to be the evening time. So maybe that's your pregame. Maybe that's your pregame for your month, for your R&B Mondays or whatever you have going on in your city, right? But come to the Sip and Learn. We'll spend about an hour every Monday together from like 6 to 7. And we'll learn together. And sometimes I'll even have special people that I'm meeting out here at these conferences and stuff, and they have projects. Maybe I want you all to know about it first before it launches, stuff like that. So we're building that out. Tuesdays and Thursdays, you'll already know, Coffee and Crypto Podcast. But something that I'm going to change on this calendar that all of my Discord members, you all will see by today, is very simple. This Q&A that we do at the end, at the 11 o'clock hour, right? I believe that this is a time that can be a lot more intimate and a lot more special. And the way to make that happen is we're going to now take our Q&A over to Discord, and we're going to do like a live AMA on Discord, walkie-talkie style. And we're going to all just connect, have a laugh, talk about this stuff, you know, go deeper into things that we can't talk about. Like some things I can't even bring up on YouTube because I know of the, you know, of the policies, on Instagram because I know of the policies. So I have to be mindful. So I can go over to Discord, which is my decentralized atmosphere for coffee and crypto, and we all can have these more in-depth conversations, right? So it's going to be an after party to the main party, right? So it's the post podcast, you know, AMM session, right? AMA session, okay? That's basically what we're going to be doing. And then on Saturdays is our Mocha Money Circle. What does that mean? That's where we're going to get in the trading bag. So Saturdays, we're back at it at 10 a.m. We'll be live Saturday mornings, and we will be getting back into the charts. No, I'm not calling signals. I'm not telling you what to trade. I want to set it right for y'all right now. I'm not going to tell you what to trade, none of that. But I'm going to teach you how to fish. We're going to fish together. We're going to find great setups on Saturdays for the next week. We're going to just get prepared. Saturdays is our preparation phase, right? Motivated traders don't need a call every single day. If you're motivated to trade, you're going to get your butt up and you're going to trade. But the preparation is the most important thing. So now we have technical analysis. We have a Sip and Learn. We have 2 episodes of Coffee and Crypto, and after each episode, we have the Discord huddle that we'll be doing inside of our coffee shop inside of Discord, which is going to be our metaverse very soon. So eventually we'll shift from Discord, and then we'll take our Discord, we'll invert it into the metaverse, and then we'll all meet in the metaverse and we'll drink coffee and whatever else after the show together. And that's the forward thoughts of where we're headed. And if you want to be a part of that vision, if you want to be a part of that, click the link right now. And I'd love for you guys to join us inside of our Discord channel. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do for everybody that's on here right now, before I call up Billy and we start up our Q&A session, I want to drop the link for that $100 promotion for you all right now. Because like I said, once these 100 spots are gone, we are going to be charging $20 a month, which is still not bad at all, right? It really ain't $20, but you can grandfather yourself in for a lifetime right now for $100 inside of that Discord as well. It's not for everybody, so I understand if that's not something that you're interested in. But if you're in the Zoom, there's a link for you. And I'm calling on Billy now. What's going on, Carl Billy?
Good morning,
Morning, sir.
gazillionaires. Man, I hate to know you're going to take away the chit chat at the end of the calls, but just what you said.
Well, you're in the Discord, so I'm not taking it away.
Oh, okay. You're not taking away from us. I got you.
No, I mean,
you know, we covered a lot in the last couple of years. I think it's been a couple of years, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been about 2 years.
It hasn't been 1 year. It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
It's been two years of learning. You said something like 10 years of figuring out how to do this trading thing. Oh, my goodness. I add another zero to that thing. But
Right.
it's coming along. It is tough. The whole, every time I lose $10, I think, man, I could have in crypto. I am a little fearful. I'm a little worried, I got to that point. I think not in a bad way, but I don't know what I do with an extra grand today. No, I know exactly what I do. I had $990. I'd go to Popeyes for $10 and I put $990, maybe save out $5 for gas like I did yesterday, and put the rest in some kind of little cookie coin called something starts with an X. So what you're teaching me is what to do, right? I mean, that's what you're offering everybody, something to do. You're not really offering them something to do. You're kind of like you're the conductor, and we can hop on board and learn along with you, or we can just watch the train go by and wonder who's on it. So I'd encourage anybody who's out there looking at conductor, hop on the train and see what's going on, because inside is the engine, inside's the coal, inside's the shovels, inside's the cars. You could even be part of this somehow, and be one of the cars, and help other people.
Man,
hook a train.
That's an amazing way you put it just now. That I just wanted to tell you that's amazing. I've never.
My friends hate my anomalies. I think that's what you call those things. I got anomalies for everything. Most of my friends, they look, Billy, I get it. But most of them don't get it. That's the funny part. I'm trying to make this simple, and it's hard to make it simple. Silly, stupid, practical. I mean, there's really not a word that I've been able to use that's really broken the barrier.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you're on this call and you're thinking about it, don't think about brother-in-law Bob that needs some money. Think about you becoming the conductor of your train and finding some purpose here. And you can't really, it's kind of like MLM, you can't really predict who's going to be in your group. Not that we're MLM, thank goodness.
Yep.
But you can't really predict who's going to be in here. But you can educate yourself and learn. That's what we've been doing for 2 years. We've had ups and downs. We've had YouTubes come and go. We've had these conversations. I've cleaned schools. I've cooked food. I've mopped floors and listened to these calls, sitting on this headset. My wife just looks at me. Are you on the call? Yeah, I am. If I'm not, I'm learning. And if I'm not on the call and learning, then I'm back testing. Or I'm learning what the hell back testing means. And so if I only have until March, and then I only have till October, and then I only have till November, and then I only have till December, and now I've got a couple of days to January the 8th, and I got about a month till February the 12th, would you say? And then I got 2 or 3 years to November 2025. I mean, I just don't want to be watching that train go by. I don't even want to be on the caboose. I think somewhere in here I can be a leader. And I think that I'm learning enough to maybe find my little niche somewhere. Biggest word in teaching is I don't know. I don't know if you use that on this kind of format, because everybody knows everything. It's like, you go to Crypto Dad, he knows everything. But you can learn all these bits and pieces. You can learn all these bits and pieces. You can become something different. I mean, I've got a couple of jobs, and I have really enjoyed this. So I'm gonna hush, but I am gonna say,
Billy, I do want to say, I want to make a comment on what you said though, which I just wanted to kind of linger on that a little bit, just because this our time now. This is the family time, so like I don't, we don't got to rush this. We don't have to rush this. But the thing that I love about what you said was like all those dates, and if people just look at those dates, you're on the train, right? And when you're on a train, there's different checkpoints that you pass, right? And when you're headed to your destination, when you're on the Amtrak and you're going from the south you're going from the southeast to the northeast, right? And you're going up there's different checkpoints, different cities, different stops that you're going to have to make. And so I believe that just these dates, that does not mean, it's not to get off. We're not getting off here. So stop expecting for price to just shoot up every time you hear a date. That's not what dates are for. Those are just time stamps. They're destined. They're just boom. You got to hit that spot. Boom. We hit that spot. And then now, you know, November 2025, we can get off of that train. But guess what? That don't mean we're going to get off that train and just be rich. That's not what that train means. It means we got to get off that train, and we don't know what's next. You ain't God. You don't know if there's another train, or you don't know if this is the end of the road and now you're in freedom. So guess what? When we get off that train, we just got to be prepared that there might be another train that you got to take for a few more miles or for a few more months or for a few more years to get to the next destination, right? And so I just, you know, and in that we got to accumulate, and we need gas. So in my mind, on my train, my gas is my crypto that I'm fueling in there. That's why weekly I invest into my train, because you want to know why your train ain't moving. And I'm gonna talk about you, Billy. I know you investing. I'm talking about the person that ain't investing. The reason why your train ain't moving because you ain't putting no gas in it.
Hey, look, you're right, and I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna add something. I'm gonna add another analogy, and it's what you just said. It don't matter what dates, don't matter what they did. Were you there? Do you know what they are? You can't figure it all out at one time. You can't. I got a big book, but I can't show you it all at one time. You got to start page one. This is so. Look, when a train goes by, if I ask everybody on this call what you saw and what you heard, well, you heard a woo woo, and you heard a chugga chugga, and you watched it go by. But what Billy hears is a dun, 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 and I'm making something out of it.
Yep.
I can make me a beat. I can make me a song. I can make me a rhythm. I can make something out of what I'm hearing. It doesn't have to be what everybody's hearing. It might not even be what you're teaching.
Right.
I'm hearing different things, and all of us together, 100 of us, oh my goodness, helping each other. Woo woo. Hey, hey.
I love that,
That's
Billy.
me, man. I'm just telling you. That's me.
That's beautiful. I appreciate you for sharing that this morning, Billy. Thank you so much. That was an inspiration. Is there anybody else that has anything? Y'all already know. You can feel free to raise your hand. You know, whatever you're feeling right now, you can express it. And if not, y'all already know. We'll get up out of here. But I love hearing from y'all. So if anybody got anything, feel free to raise your hand, or you can say in the chat. If you don't know how to raise your hand, you could just say me in the chat box, you know, whatever is best for you. Yo, shout out to everybody on YouTube. YouTube is strong right now, man. Shout out to the YouTube family. Appreciate all the thumbs up, all the likes. Hey, listen, if you're on YouTube right now, you ain't hit the thumbs up, just hit the thumbs up one time. There's no way you didn't like this show. So I know you can hit the thumbs up one time, support us, and then leave a comment, you know what I mean? And let us know your favorite part. Even if you don't want to speak it, or you're somewhere where you can't speak it, you can always go over to the YouTube or inside of our Discord group, and you can share your experience from today's call. That way we can learn about what you learned. So with that being said, I want to say thank you guys so much. This has been an amazing day. Next week, on next Thursday, we will have our first interview of the year. I believe that it's next week on Thursday. I have a developer that's coming. So for my people that want to get better into developer work, you want to know what it's like to be a dev, we're going to have him on. And then after that, we're going to go over to the Discord group, and then y'all can ask all types of questions, and we can really have a deeper dive into the developer's mindset. So with that being said, click the link right now, join that Discord group. You want to make sure that you're a part of this community, because it is just as great as a community as any other community that you can imagine out there, because we are attracting the best of the best in crypto. Have an amazing day, and I hope that this episode was as much of a chef's kiss as it was for me as well. Have an amazing day, y'all.